Hi everyone, Ravi this side. Welcome to EnggAdda. So in the previous video, we did the configuration for the rabbitmq in our Spring Boot application. In this video, we are going to create the producer, okay, in a Spring Boot application. So you can also create a separate microservice as a producer, and you can create a separate microservice as a consumer. But in this video, we are going to create the producer and the consumer in the same Spring Boot application. Okay, so I'm just going to create one producer, which is nothing but it is a controller class with one API which is producing some messages, and that messages is going to the exchange and then to the queue and then to the consumer. So here we are going to create one producer which is a controller class. It is sending some messages in the form of JSON. So we are not going to simply deal with the string messages. We are going to use a proper JSON message. Okay, so for that I'm going to create one entity. Let's say the producer is producing the message or sending a request to book an order. Okay, so we have one producer class which is booking or requesting one order. Okay, so when the producer is going to request an order, so we need to have the order entity. Okay, order DTO, then only the producer can produce the messages or place the order. Okay, so those things we are going to cover in this video. So let me try to go to the IntelliJ and let me try to create first of all the entity which is order. So producer is going to place an order. So just create a package called entity, and let's say we are going to create the order entity. Okay, so in order entity what we have the order ID, we have the name, quantity and the price. Okay, so just let me try to create those attributes here. Order name and price, quantity. Okay, so these are the attributes that we have created in the order entity. So let me try to annotate this with at the rate all argument constructor, at the rate no argument constructor, and at the rate data for getter and setter into string. Okay, so we are good now. Now let me try to create one int DTO as well. So we are sending this order as a request, and then we are getting the order DTO as a response. So let me try to create this order DTO, and what we need to do, we need to create couple of fields here. So let's say we are keeping order as an attribute in the order DTO, and we have couple of other fields like status, order status, something like that. And we have some messages from the uh, when the producer is going to place the order, we are getting this order DTO as a response. So in the order DTO we have the order, like order details, and we have one order status and some messages. So string message. Okay, so these things we are returning from the uh, when the producer is going to place the order. Okay, so this is a response, and order is a request. Okay, now let me try to create one package called producer, and here let me try to create one class called producer, or you can say rm rabbitmq producer. Okay, now this is a controller class, right? And here we are going to create one post method so that in the request we are sending the order and in the response we are getting the order DTO. Okay, so let me try to annotate this class with at the rate rest controller. Let me try to do a class level mapping as a request mapping, and let's say it is API. And now let me try to create one post mapping here with the mapping as a order. Okay, now this method is returning the order DTO, right? So order DTO place order is the method name, and let's say it is a public type, and here we are passing order as a request body. Okay, let me try to import the order. So we are getting this order, and then what we are doing, we are sending this order to the exchange, and then it is this order is going to the uh, queue with the help of the routing key, and then the consumer will be able to consume that order DTO response. Okay, so that we are going to do. So let me try to, okay, so this is not the right name, so let's say the method name is place order, and let me try to convert this order that we are getting as a request to the order DTO as a response. So let me try to create a reference of the order DTO, and in the order DTO we have three parameters. One is order itself, second is order status, and third is the message. So come here, we are passing the order as it is, and the message is order placed, sorry, the status is order placed, and the message is hi consumer, your order is placed, or sorry, hi producer, your order is placed, something like that. Okay, so these three things we are passing in the order DTO. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to send this order DTO response to the exchange. Okay, so how we can do that? So first of all, we need to auto wire the rabbitmq template here. So with the help of that, we can convert our messages and send to the exchange. So let me try to do that. So just auto wire rabbit template, which is coming from the rabbitmq amqp rabbit core. Okay, so you need to choose this one. Let me try to keep the reference of it. We are good. Now with the help of this, what we can do, rabbit template dot convert and send. So you need to convert this message, and then we need to send it to the exchange. Okay, so convert and send, and what we need to do, we are passing the argument as a exchange and the routing key. Okay, so just let me try to use the exchange. So we have the exchange defined here in the rabbitmq config. So with the help of this, we can directly use this exchange. So come here, rabbitmq config dot exchange, and we need to pass the routing key and the order DTO response. Okay, so rabbitmq config dot routing key and then order DTO. So that's all, and then we can simply return the order DTO from here. So we are good now. So why we are getting this error? Let me try to go to the order DTO, and we have not defined the all argument and no argument constructor here. So that is why we are not able to create the constructor there. So we need to do all argument, no argument and the data. So that's all. So this error is no more and we are good. So we have created this producer, and these are the DTOs and the entities, and the producer is using those DTO and the entity and then creating one, placing one order request, and then that order request is converting and sending to the exchange, and then with the help of the routing key it will go to the queue, and then from the queue it will go to the consumer. So in the next video we'll try to create one consumer, and then we'll try to consume this message. Okay, so this is about the video, guys. If you like the video, please hit the like button and please subscribe the channel for more such content. Thanks.